General Muhoozi has opened up a war front under Germany Ambassador Matthias schauer. I think the name is pronounced like that. Ever since the Germany ambassador, together with European Union delegates, went to BOBI WINE, then went to Salim and asked him to rein in on his nephew, General Muhoozi took it personal. One of the biggest weaknesses of General Muhoozi, he doesn't want criticism, even if it is constructive. And if you are a leader, you must take upon criticism. Okay? I know General Museveni is a dictator. It is right. But he takes up criticism a lot. In the only time when General Museveni has come out hard on opponents is when they threaten his power. But criticism and abuses, he takes them on. I never retaliates. But on the other hand, Muhoozi is soft-hearted. You remember when he had just come on the political scene, what he did to Kakenzaru Kirabasaija, torturing him and beating him. So he doesn't want to take criticism. And he normally engages in each conflict with violence. It is the truth. Whenever something arises, he just comes about leading the army, beating some people, crushing people, and that is a risk for disaster. The Baganda say, "Amanya amemanye." You can complete the saying. So, General Muhoozi opened a war front on a foreign mission. Someone should sit him down to tell him that attacking an ambassador, you're attacking a country directly. Because any foreign mission in a certain country is a representation of that country. It's the reason as why countries don't evade other countries' foreign missions. In a tweet which was done by the Secretary General of the Muhoozi's pressure group, Daudi Kawanda, he came out to announce that they are going to form or to make a demonstration on the German ambassador. And it raises a lot of questions because demonstrations are only applicable of those in government. If an opposition leader here in Uganda announces for a demonstration, you will see all tribes of the army and police, yet Pirao and other government entity pressure group can demonstrate at any time on any road. In a tweet which was put out by the Secretary General of PLU, he came out to say the Patriotic League of Uganda, PLU, shall hold an energetic demonstration at the Germany Embassy on 5th June 2025. Detail will be availed in a due course. And the General Muhoozi went on to say, Omishi wami izulu ndetera embundu yanje. Translate, it is translated as bring my gun. So he's insinuating of using a gun on the Germany ambassador. Muhoozi is oblivious of the fact he doesn't know that threatening a foreign mission with a gun is just digging in his own grave. It's just calling for sanctions. It's just calling for embargo on our nation. Muhoozi has zero knowledge about foreign mission and diplomacy. And people should sit down and lecture and teach him these things. Even General Museveni, who has the most power in this country, cannot tweet such things because they are insensitive, they are for a juvenile. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the battle between the German ambassador Matthias and Muhoozi, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, I want to tell General Muhoozi that you cannot subjugate a country with threats and torture. Leaders who have had a mark in the history, you either have a mark either as a bad leader, but the end is not always good, or as a good leader. Leaders must learn to listen. Leaders must learn not to torture their subordinates. Okay? If the AU mission comes out to say that you have a loose tongue, that you torture people, and there's evidence you ever come out that you have Eddie Moto in your basement, and he came out limping, It may be true that you tortured him or other people tortured him, but you took the blame because you want to show the world that you are powerful. If people come out to tell you that you have bad manners, don't hate the people, hate the bad manners. In fact, people around you, okay, are a burden to you. Your real friends should tell you the truth when you are doing wrong. You cannot be the CDF and you utter out partisan statements and you talk about tribalism and you talk about torture. Even General Museveni does not say that yet he is the most powerful. I know he does tortures and everything, but he doesn't take the blame. What makes you so special? People around you should tell you that the things you are doing are leading you to a bad route. So threatening the German ambassador, you cannot hate on a person who is speaking the truth. Okay? I had Andrew Monda saying that the German ambassador is putting his nose where it's not supposed to be. No. We're on the global village. If you're torturing people like Eddie Mutwe, everyone must come out to tell you. Okay? Ugandans should also tell you as we are telling you. Okay? To show you, even General Muhoozi Kainerugaba went ahead to confirm that he doesn't work well with the German ambassador. He came out and tweeted, "We are having some issues with the current German ambassador to Uganda." Okay? It has to do with him as a person. He's wholly unqualified to be in Uganda. It has nothing to do with the great German people whom I admire. That is the battle between the German ambassador. Okay? But for me, I think, one, normally whenever someone comes out to criticize Muhoozi Kainerugaba, even if he has done something bad, he labels him as an enemy. That has been the modus operandi of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba all along. Even a person like Porukol, who came out to speak out very well against General Muhoozi's torture on Eddie Mutwe, he called him a traitor.
Even if it is our struggle, we have no right to oppress our own people or to torture them. You understand? And say they're in the basement and you say they're learning which language? Totally unacceptable. Thirdly, when you become in that office, you are no longer yourself. That's the institution of the country. That's a pillar of the state. You must be careful how you conduct yourself.
So everyone who has a difference or a different opinion other than that of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba is called a traitor. And that is a weakness. Leaders must learn, okay, to take up responsibilities, to absorb criticism. Some criticism may be right, some may be wrong, but a leader must be able to take in criticism. A person who criticizes you is not a traitor. A traitor is a very big word. Okay? So for me, I think that's the modus operandi of General Muhoozi. Whenever someone comes out with a different opinion, is labeled a traitor, is labeled a rebel, is labeled a terrorist. That's why General Muhoozi Kainerugaba always comes out to say that BOBI WINE is a terrorist and a rebel. So, General Muhoozi should learn that a person with a divergent view is not the enemy of the country, as you presume. Your enemies or your personal enemies are not the enemies of the country. You just have differences, and it takes a great leader to know that. You know, Muhoozi, you are continuing to invite disaster. Uganda having a battle with Germany, it will cost Uganda more. Because I know even if you take away foreign relations with Germany, another country will rise up like America, another country will rise up like Britain, etc. Because they pretend over democracy. Will we chase all the countries? No. What is needed to be solved is the end of torture, human rights abuses, etc. Other than that, you cannot win this battle. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make us by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in.
Nange benjagala obulungi.